Greetings to all of my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video is being seen and shared. It's Lean Driver coming to you once again with another unboxing and review of a very, very nice watch from Long Island Watch. Now, as much as I would love to own this particular watch, this is not my watch. This watch was loaned in to me by my good friend Jerry. He and I are both Patreon members of the Random Rob Patreon group. And he was kind enough, because unfortunately I missed the opportunity to sign up for the tour of this watch that is going on with the Random Rob group. He was kind enough to loan in to me his own personal version of this watch. And I thank Jerry for it. Pardon me. And another reason that I would mention Random Rob is, of course, he's a great influence on my channel and has helped me out a lot. But it was, in a way, Random Rob and his suggestions to Mark over at Long Island Watch, or so I'm told, that caused this particular watch to come into existence. And typical Islander watch box, very heavy duty, high quality cardboard. And inside the heavy duty, high quality cardboard is, of course, you get a watch, but you also get warranty and instructions. There really isn't much to that. I mean, it's really more or less a simple three-hander dive watch. You know, you really don't need the instructions to figure out how to use the bloody thing. But what we have here is the Islander ISL 26, unofficially known as the Random Rob Islander or the RR Islander. And the reason that this is known as the Random Rob Islander is because Random Rob came up with the idea, or the thought, I should say, to make a version of the Islander, and there are several, and I do own one. You could see that video elsewhere on my channel. Make one with a full lume dial. Black out the indices, make the entire dial one big lume disc with blacked out hands, blacked out indicators, and they would show up as negative indices and negative hands against a full lume dial. Then, of course, a full lume bezel insert. Now, I'm not going to show that in this video. I am going to do another video where I'm going to compare this to another full lume dial watch, and there will be a segment of video of both those watches side by side in the dark, loomed up, and you'll get to see that. And that video will be coming a couple of days after this video. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, what do you get with this watch? I mean, this is, as you know, or you may or may not know, the Islander watch series was created by Mark over at Long Island Watch as sort of the answer to the discontinuation of the SKX Seiko watch. They were replaced by, of course, the Seiko 5 watches, and those watches were improved a bit over the SKX, different movements and stuff. But Mark decided to take the typical things that most people do, because the SKX is a mod, watch modder's paradise. And Mark decided to take the most typical mods that people do. They change the movement for something that's hackable and windable, which the SKX is not, and put in a better crystal, sapphire versus hardlex, and put in loomed bezel inserts, usually ceramics or something like that, which the SKX did not do. And go from, basically build the pre-modded turnkey SKX style watch that everyone wants, and not have to spend the time or effort to mod your watch and possibly damage the watch. by doing it yourself. Ask me how I know. So these are basically turnkey SKX style modded watches with the mods already built into the price. And that to me is nothing but a good thing, because I'm not good at watch modding, and particularly removing the bezel to change the insert. I usually wreck the flanks here of the lugs to do it. So for me, this is a great thing. These Islander watches, and by the way, the Islander watches are advertised as taking the same mod parts that SKXs will. So if you have a bezel insert you want for an SKX, it will fit an Islander. If you have a double dome crystal instead of the flat crystal, and you want that on there, an SKX double dome crystal will fit an Islander. If you have a bracelet or a strap or a NATO that fits an SKX, it will fit an Islander, etc., etc. So that's the genius of the Islander watch. Although right out of the box, I mean, it has a great non-jingly jangly bracelet with with a milled clasp already in there. Double fold, push button lock, 3 micro adjusters. I wish there were 4, but you can always buy another bracelet if you want. You have really nice engraving on the back. You have an engraving of the island of Long Island with a little Long Island Watch logo in the approximate area where Long Island Watch's brick and mortar store is located. I mean, what's not to love, right? And I think, well, first of all, it looks great on my 7¼ inch wrist. It fits perfectly. So that works very well. And everything lines up. I mean, the bezel lines up, the inner, it lines up with the marks in the inner track. The bezel turns very nicely. The day and date wheels line up beautifully, so the quality control with this watch is certainly there. Not a lot of kickback on the unidirectional bezel. Take it off here. You have a signed crown with the Islander logo. It's just an overall great package. I mean, I already own one of these. I bought the blue one with the blue bezel insert with a little bit of gray between 12 and I think the 20. I changed it out for an orange bezel because orange and blue, Florida Gator colors, that's the way I do things. But and I did manage to do it in such a way where I didn't destroy that particular watch. I did kind of wreck another watch, which I've subsequently sold. Even with the marks on it, the guy loved what I did to the watch and bought it from me. I gave him a good price. Sheet o' facts here, so we can get the nerdy good stuff to you. As I said, this is a Long Island Watch Islander ISL 26 full lume dial, or unofficially known as the RR Islander or the Random Rob Islander. The Islander uses an Seiko NH36 movement with the day and date. It is when you unscrew the crown, which it disengages with a nice pop. It is hackable. It does hand wind. It does all the good stuff that you expect out of a Seiko movement. It is a 42 millimeter case. It is 14 millimeters thick. I love the step up of the crown of the crystal, from the bezel to the to into the crystal. 22 millimeter lug width and 48 millimeter on the tip to tip at the drilled lugs standpoint. I like drilled lugs. They make everything a little bit easier. 200 meter water resistance, so it is a good true diver. Double domed sapphire crystal with a 120 click bezel with a ceramic insert, loomed ceramic insert. Great watch. Lots of fun to wear. It fits very well. I like the contrast of the polished area here, the brushed here on the flanking by the brushed area. I wish the bezel was a coin edge bezel because I like coin edge better than this version, but of course, since this is a SKX compatible, if you can find a coin edge bezel, you can swap them out. And of course, if you're good at swapping bezels, which I'm not, but I think it's a matter of patience, practice, and probably getting a better tool. But I'm not so eager to replace bezels, so I'm not worried about it. And besides, this is not my watch, so I'm definitely not going to mess with it. In fact, I was very grateful that out of the box, it fit me, so I didn't have to play with the bracelet. All I had to do was change the micro adjust from the second divot to the first second hole to the first hole, and it fits me perfectly. So that's really it. I mean, it's a fantastic watch. It really looks great. It wears comfortably, and I got to tell you, you'll see in the next video that I make, this thing can double. If it's charged up, this thing can act like a flashlight. I mean, it is extremely visible in the dark. It may be so visible in the dark that if you wore this thing in a movie theater, people might complain about how distracting it is. But that's another video, which I will make and I will post up right after this video a couple of days later. Anyway, if you liked the video, and I hope you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Clicking the thumbs up button does help with making my channel more searchable according to the YouTube algorithms, and helps me out and helps you out as the searcher. Comments, questions, suggestions down below in the comment area. I read them all. I respond to them all. However, if you're going to get nasty, negative, or you're going to troll me, I'll just delete the comment and I will block you. If you're new to the channel, or you've been here a while and you haven't already done so, please click the subscribe button and click the bell icon next to it, so that when I upload new material, you are alerted to that. I appreciate you all helping me grow this channel. We're well on our way towards more users. We seem to be adding more every day, and I appreciate it. Till my next video, I wish you all a good day. See you soon.